Petting a dog can increase your oxytocin levels and reduce your stress. So next time you're feeling down, consider giving your dog some extra love. Many people enjoy candles because they smell nice and create a relaxing environment. But on average, 22 house fires are reported daily because of candles. Did you know there's a certain way to store your refrigerated food to prevent cross-contamination? Raw meat should be stored at the bottom of the fridge, while fresh, ready-to-eat food should be stored at the top of the fridge. Making your bed can improve your mood and reduce your stress levels. You spend roughly 1/3 of your time in your bedroom, so its appearance really does matter. Having trouble getting a date? A study shows that your chances of getting somebody's number goes up 23% just by having a dog with you. That's right, Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is in Phoenix today for a campaign rally. The rally will be hosted at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix at 6 o'clock tonight. This will be Sanders' first campaign visit to Arizona this election season. The rally is free to the public, but it is encouraged to RSVP as entry will be first come, first served. Local news stations will be updating the coverage throughout the day. Reporting live for 3:30 News, I'm Annabella Punti. Looking at all that snow makes me thankful that we are just going to be getting rain here in Arizona. That rain is going to start early tomorrow morning, continue all the way through tomorrow, and then right now we're looking at Sunday afternoon. Up north, we're going to see about 1.3 inches of rain in Flagstaff, 0.2 inches in Prescott, 0.8 inches in Phoenix, and 1.3 inches in Tucson. And of course, with rain comes floods. Here is your flash flood alert. We're just looking at a watch here in the center of the state that will mainly affect Phoenix, Casa Grande, Payson, Globe, and Safford. Looking at our current temperatures in Phoenix, it is 73 degrees and mostly cloudy. And if you look behind me, this is the I-10 in Litchfield. Traffic is pretty light, but I'm sure you could expect that to pick up as we move into the rush hour. Looking into your evening, pretty nice evening tonight. Look at those temperatures, nothing too cold. We have 74 degrees at 6 o'clock p.m., 70 degrees at 8 o'clock p.m., and 68 degrees at 10 o'clock p.m. Definitely a good idea to try to spend some time outside before the rain starts tomorrow. Our low temperatures for tomorrow throughout the state. Up north, low of 27 degrees in Flagstaff, 34 in Sedona, 50 in Phoenix, and 44 in Tucson. And your 8-day forecast, looking at this evening, like I said, look at Saturday, 100% chance of rain with only a high of 66 degrees. Sunday, 10% chance of rain, high of 65 degrees. And then looking at next week, we have a high of 71 degrees Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a high of 79 degrees on Thursday, and 82 degrees on Friday and Saturday. So it might be a little bit chilly and rainy this weekend, but it definitely looks like we have some nice weather to look forward to for next weekend. In the Cronkite News Weather Center, I'm Annabella Punti. Have a great weekend. That's absolutely right, Tina. I have your weather here for the rest of the week. Starting off with tonight, we're going to have a little bit of a cooler night than we have had the rest of the week. Starting at 6 o'clock p.m., we're only going to see 74 degrees. We're going to see 71 degrees at the 8 o'clock hour, and then 67 degrees at 10 o'clock p.m. Moving on to your lows across the state for tomorrow. Up north, of course, things are going to be a little chilly with only low of 27 degrees in Flagstaff, only low of 38 degrees in Prescott, a low 55 degrees here in Phoenix, and a low 42 degrees in Globe. Moving on to your high temperatures across the state for tomorrow. Of course, things are going to warm up as we move throughout the day. Up north, only a high of 48 degrees in Flagstaff, though still a little bit chilly up north. A high of 55 degrees in Prescott and a high of 71 degrees here in Phoenix, and finally only a high of 60 degrees in Globe. So tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler than what we've been seeing the rest of the week. Moving on to your evening planner, we're going to start off with your weekend here first. Saturday, we're going to see a high of 71 degrees and a 20% chance of rain, guys. And then on Sunday, we're going to see a high of 78 degrees and mostly sunny. And then moving on to the rest of the week, those temperatures are going to increase throughout the week. We're going to see a high of 80 degrees on Monday, a high of 84 degrees on Wednesday, and a high of 87 degrees on Friday. For Cronkite News Weather, I'm Annabella Punti. Have a great weekend. My family is back in Chicago, and I am essentially stuck here in Arizona. I waited too long, and now it's not safe to fly. I can't get on a plane and go stay with my family during this. I haven't seen them since Christmas. Normally at this time of the year, I would be doing wildlife rehabilitation. I specialize in orphan care, so that means that Yes, I get all the little baby animals and I take care of them. I get all the baby birds and the squirrels and the bunnies. And I started off doing that with my mom when I was very, very little. She was a wildlife rehabber, and so I worked under her license with her until I moved here. And then I found a facility in Phoenix called Liberty Wildlife, and I started volunteering there. But unfortunately, I am at risk with the virus. I have severe respiratory issues that would cause me to have to be hospitalized. Even if I get the flu and my body is not recovering well enough, I have to be hospitalized. So I can't go and volunteer. I've essentially been stuck in my apartment for over a month at this point. One thing that I am able to continue doing that is a hobby of mine is baking.
Belle and I live together, and we haven't seen our family since about Christmas, so she's been doing a lot of baking to cope with it.
As a college student, you're on a very tight budget sometimes, so when my friends have birthdays or there's holidays and I can't really afford to get them a nice present, I bake them a giant cake or cupcakes or cookies or whatever their favorite type of dessert is. It might seem a little bit weird to do that as a college kid, but I've never had anybody complain when I handed them a 4-layer cake for their birthday. So that's exciting. I try to do that as often as I can. It is getting harder to find ingredients in the stores at this point. I have a hard time finding eggs. Flour is now selling out everywhere. So it's getting harder as we move further into this pandemic, but it's something that is really just keeping my spirits up.